Okay, hi guys. Welcome to the OneClass channel. My name is Sydney and I'm currently a third-year engineering student at university. So today we'll be going over some popular, commonly asked math questions at both the high school and college level. So if you need some additional help after this or some tutoring, please check out the links in the description below. And let's get started with the questions. Okay. So the first question we're looking at here is asking, what is a multiple of a number? So I'm just going to be walking you through the solution here, as you can see. So it says that a multiple of a number is any number reached from multiplying a given number by another. Now that might sound a little bit confusing, so I'm going to write it as an equation here. So we can say that it is something like this. So B equals n times A, where A is just your arbitrary number, n is an integer, and then B, therefore, is the multiple. Okay? So a multiple is just that, just a number times an integer, and then the product is a multiple. So it gives an example here. Really simple one of just 2. So multiples of 2 can be seen as 2, 4, 6, 8, and I think you get the idea. So 2 is just the product of 2 times 1, the integer being 1. 4 is just 2 times 2, you know how it goes. Of course, you can go beyond that, you can have 20, and it also states here that the integer could be a negative number, so if you have 2 times negative 10, for example. So it says that the multiplication table is a good example of showing multiples of numbers, and I can say that this is true. So it also goes a little bit into saying that a common multiple is something we can look at too. So if we have 2 different numbers, for example, we can have 6 and 8, 6 and 8, and look at those, the multiples of those numbers. So for 6, you can have 6, 12, 18, 24, etc., etc. For 8, you could have 8, 16, 24, 32, and you know the pattern. And a common multiple here, you can see that the number 24 shows up for both of them. So that's a common multiple, or a multiple that they have in common. So in this case, it also happens to be the lowest common multiple. So I'm sure if you keep looking at multiples of 6 and multiples of 8, they'll have another multiple in common, but this one is the lowest that we can find. So I'll just keep reading the solution here. So, for example, a common multiple of 6 and 8 is 24. Yes, we know that 6 times 4 is 24, and 8 times 3 is 24. So it's not the only common multiple, but it is the smallest, as I said. They also give a couple other examples here of multiples of 3, multiples of 4, multiples of 6, and as you can see between them, the I'm just going to draw a line around it. The lowest common multiple there is just 12. Of course, they also have 24 in common, but 12 is the lowest, so it's the LCM, or lowest common multiple. So another way to find a lowest common multiple is to use factorization. So you can take the number 12 and divide it by integers to get factors such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. So since 3, 4, and 6 are factors of 12, that makes 12 a common multiple. So we can see that the solution is correct, so I'm going to move on to the next question.